Okay. Thank you, everyone, and thanks to HP. And thanks to Samir, because he briefed very clearly what it is, actually. Before jumping on to the SAP or HANA, I just want to quickly run through about our infrastructure, what we are and who we are and how we are doing it. So quickly, we'll run through that one thing. I'm from Madurai. There is a city, small city in India, which is in Tamil Nadu. And it's located there. Quickly, my hobbies are, taking photographs wherever I go. And this is what I do normally. And definitely, we are not going to talk about different transformations, right? We are talking about digital transformation. That's what the topic we picked up mainly on how we are getting into the HANA. So we are not going to talk about, how the girl's getting into the beautiful or guy getting into the girl or girl become guy kind of transformations. We are talking about real transformations, okay? So in these transformations, we are talking about a few things. So if you could quickly glance, you will get certain ideas what we are talking. These things ringing any bell? If you really look at it, any transformation, it's supposed to have a right time, actually. That is very important. So the right time, what I mean is, if you really look at it, each thing's invented in different timings. If you look at it, Apple Newton, it was invented in '87, which is nobody is ready. It's one of the biggest failure projects. Web TV 96, no bandwidth, no internet properly, not much things, and it's the biggest flop, right? And a lot of people not even aware there is a Microsoft invented such a watch, actually, smartwatches. And Zune, I don't think anybody have it now, which is iPod already replaced. And what I'm talking about the successful, the same Newton become iPhone, right? iPad, and Zune become iPad, and each one, smartwatch is there. So the right timing is more crucial. That is what we intend to say, right? And we are talking about the tremendous, perfect transformations. If you look at the transformation, this is Singapore, right? The Singapore where we are in 1950s and where we are in 2000 now. Similar to Dubai, how the transformations happen, right? And he's Joseph. A lot of people are aware Xerox. It's not only about just a transformation. It's about the transformations, really how you are handling your transformation. Are you really doing it properly? You may be having an excellent, intelligent, extraordinary resources in your organization. It doesn't mean you will be successfully, you will do the transformations. We all aware of that, 50,000 patents. Every day Xerox apply for minimum 2 patents. They invented the wired networks. They invented the graphical icons. You name it, they already invented, right? A lot of people not even aware, they only invented, it's called True PC, right? The True PC first they invented, and they call all other IBM, including Steve Jobs. And they came and they took notes, and what they done, immediately they only released the PC first. But the patent they done, who done it is the True PC, which is the Xerox. And they not even bothered about it. They said, nobody going to call copier, they call it Xerox, because that is enough for us. So, you all aware of that, right? Mark Twain. The perfect transformation is one of the greatest example we can easily relate to is the music industry. We all aware how the music industry started with the gramophone, which is then Philips invented the compact cassettes, right? The compact cassettes, they are able to roll with the vinyl tapes. And Sony CEO, he come with the Walkman concept, and even they banned almost everywhere in Europe. But still, it's one of the very successful story. Then CD getting transferred, right? I believe everyone aware of the CD story. So the CD, if you really look at it, it's around 700 MB, right? 700 MB is the CD size. And I believe you're aware of the story because we are keep talking about HANA and storage and everything, memory. Let's free up a little bit. There was a competition between Sony and Philips. Who going to launch the CD first, actually? And Sony, they are pushing so hard the employee, like normally how we always getting banged on, with the customers. So Sony come up with an idea, let's go with the room number 6. That's a Beethoven album. When they burn it, it's exactly 700 MB. So that's how they started. And before 1 hour prior to Philips going to launch, Sony launched that. And the whole, they didn't plan it properly. So the Dutch guy who was the engineer, he took a coin and he put a hole. So the Dutch coin size became a standard size for across the globe. So that is one quick thing. Then after that, Karl Heinz from German, who's an electrical engineer who invented the MP3. And he was listed as the FBI most wanted because it's one of the piracy and dangerous for the entire humanity. That's what they declared in FBI when he invented MP3. And we all aware of the transformation, what happened in the MP3. And now we all having a streaming channel. And the next phase is, it is going to be like, it's your own. You know, you will design your own music and it will be from your brain. You are able to broadcast to others. You know, that's a human intervention, artificial intelligence is going on. So if you look at the tremendous transformations, imagine that the Philips stick with the same way, like how they done it, the cassettes. Till now, it's nothing. They are not going to survive. So the transformation is very important. That's the point we are trying to do that. And mainly, as an organization, we normally get two different impacts. One is the external and is the internal impacts, right? So the externally, of course, the political, financial, like if Modi decide tomorrow or something, you know, we don't know what will happen. So we may get impacted immediately. And internally, if one new manager or CIO join, immediately he will prove it. Whatever it happened is wrong. Let's start new, right? So many things will change immediately. So the external factor, I just want to quickly take one quick example. Mostly from Karnataka people, they are aware of it. You know, from Bangalore, who stayed, they are aware of it. His name is Devraj Ars. Okay? So what Devraj Ars, he was a chief minister. What he done is, one day he visited the hotel and he found the dosa was 25 rupees. So he very much upset about it. So he called all the IAS, IPS officers and everyone, why dosa is 25 rupees? So they said, okay, let's do the calculation. How much really costs for the dosa? So they come up with the option, the dosa actually you need 2 rupees. So they said, okay, then 2 rupees, 50 rupees say margin, 2.5 rupees. If anybody selling dosa more than 2.5 rupees, lock down the the restaurants or hotels, whatever it is. And they are very serious. It really happened in India. And they shut down, most of the restaurants shut down in Bangalore. So they don't know what to do. And one of the company, what they decided is, okay, anyway, we are shutting down. Let's distribute whatever we have to the employee for the final settlement. And whatever they had, the raw material, they distributed everyone. Tell them this is our secret recipe where you are getting a very good taste. And they went and sell it to all their customers, all the recipes. When they calculated the money, it's 10 times costly, you know, the revenue is 10 times more than what normally they get it. They said it's a very good business model, why don't we start? That's how the MTR started. Okay, that's the MTR story. Okay, even though the external factor is so bad, still you are able to come up with the new transformations, right? And as a data center, we normally go through the tremendous pressure on the compliance, SLAs, collaborations, and how we can, the user experience, and we are getting into so much pressure. At the same time, we will have our limitations. You know, suddenly we will not get the power. You have to get the cooling if you newly moving the racks. Provisioning, they will say, I will not wait. I need it in 5 minutes or 10 hours, you know, maximum 1 hour. So nobody ready to listen. So that time, you know, we will get so much pressure on both sides. So to overcome, I'll come with the digital transformation as one quick story. The people who join our organization and leaving the organization. This is the story. So while joining, what exactly he need? He need one asset. Asset need to be provisioned. And whatever the entire asset life cycle need to be maintained, we have a tool for that. We have a HPSM tool for that. And entire thing, database need to be updated. You know, who is he, what kind of blood group, and what he does, all these things, his supervisor, and where is he located, his extension, all the information also we are capturing is in digital. And he have a specialized skill. He's an AutoCAD guy or some other specialized skill. So we can ensure that he is part of that particular community. Wherever the project is happening, we are able to pull that particular resource for the project. And we will allocate him in the right training for this. then that guy need to perform in a mobile way. So we are giving laptop as well as the mobile. So where is the MDM and identity management coming to the picture? So the moment you join, you will get the right appropriate access, and you will get that mobile device access where it's completely secured manner. So that's one of the digital model. Then we implemented NAC, which is also Aruba, which is HP only. And whenever the guest coming to our office, they are able to seamlessly access without touching our internal network. They are able to perform everything, and they can go out and whatever they want. And consultant have a limited access. Employee have a limited access. We are able to control. Anybody cannot just plug into our network. That is also protected in a way, in a secured way. And unified communication also implemented. If I pick up my mobile, I'm able to dial anywhere, anyone in our office through Skype, or I'm able to join video conference and audio bridges. So seamlessly, they are able to work on that within our environment. And this is one of the offices environment only we are talking about. How about the factory and manufacturing? We do the massive amount of manufacturing. So, that's drugs and everything. And many things are purely machine languages. So that's where we have to do that IoT kind of things, where we are enabling IoT on selected segments, and where we are able to control remotely. Even US, certain activity we are able to take care from Hyderabad itself, right? And a lot of juggernauts happening now, big data, lake data, vote data. Is, recently, last week, I met one of the consultants. He come with a concept called vote data. He said ocean data. So that kind of things, there is many other data is happening, but at the same time, we are doing multiple data analytical. That's where we are really expecting a lot of space and speed. And meeting rooms also, we enable with the multiple technologies, where for example, if the guy enter and he booked the meeting rooms, and many times what happens, the people just book the rooms. They don't use it within 15 minutes. If they are not logged in with their mobile, which is the Bluetooth light, automatically the entire participant notice will get notified. Your meeting is postponed or canceled. That's it. So 15 minutes you are not assembling, you're gone. Meeting room belongs to someone else. So it's also the digital transformation happen within that environment, right? So this is the exit interview joke. That's it. So starting from exit, we are completely digitalized, That's what the digital transformations. And coming back to HANA, I think now Harris and Vikram will be okay. This is our HANA journey. Yes, we've done a tremendous, very good journey. At the same time, we evaluate a lot, actually, because it's one of the thing, we are touching our own database where it's very expensive, and if something is touched, that our LIMS or MES, which is a main, and our warehouse systems, our entire finance system, everything will go for a task, and we can't afford, since we have a multiple geographical locations, and it's a 24/7 operation. So it's a very challenging one. So we evaluated first which partner can help us, and which product will exactly meet our business requirement, and what way we can do the migrations. With a very minimum damage. Okay, we cannot just on the fly, we cannot do. We definitely need a downtime. So before that, we done 3 POCs and drills. And first thing we evaluated, okay, which one is suit for us? Is it cloud or in-house? So we did a lot of comparison technology-wise, as well as commercial, of course. And according to our environment, cloud didn't suit for us, for the specific to HANA, even though we have multiple hosting services with everyone, almost everyone. So we went with the in-house option. The in-house also, we evaluated TDE model, appliances models. When you look at the TDI, yes, selected vendors there, which is even, we are existing IBM Power Series customers. And if you look at the appliances, we have multiple appliances. We have like a Dell, Lenovo, HP, and multiple. We tried as much possible, okay, which will suit for us. And we done some other reference, like a Gartner kind of references. Then we went ahead referred with the existing customer. That's where SAR come to the picture. So we cross-check as much possible. Then we find out, okay, comparison within all these things, HP appliances, which is, we specifically went with two models, 900 series and 500 series, which is completely makes sense for us, and which is completely successfully implemented. February we went live, which is very much successful. Then a lot of challenges we gone through, like other integration like MES, where machine learning stuff and laboratory stuff, where we have multiple PIs, where it's already SAP is talking to them. When we are changing the entire HANA, it's not easy to do that. So that's what we done it in the 3 different mock, we are able to cover it up. And evaluation only we took long time, more than the migration we took long time on the evaluation. And so once we stick with it, we just move on. And we are able to complete everything within less than 3 months. One beauty of it, we already went with the contract for COE support along with HANA. So if anything, I just need to log with the single ticket, and within single ticket, we are able to get entire getting things resolved. And it's not only about the issue, certain opinions also we are able to get it. Okay, these things, can I go ahead with that? And that kind of expert opinion also we are able to get it. That's the beauty of it. So this is about overall our HANA journey. That's what it is. And one quick piece of advice is, it is like a digital transformations, that's why I give a little different picture of it. It is like a pants, right? We need a pant. But each people's size varies. So you just need to alter according to you. That is the only thing I can learn from that. So that's all from my side. So thank you for that.